What's good, YouTube? What's good, people? What's good, social media? Wherever you are, I'm here to show y'all my computer building journey, my computer modding journey, how I got into it. Pretty much, I started off just fucking with recording some video game footage, and I realized the computer that I had bought from Best Buy did not have a dedicated graphics card, or a graphics card. So I started fucking with just seeing what I could record with a capture card, and I ended up falling into a rabbit hole of PC modding. After I did that, I started just modding the shit out of this Office PC I got from Best Buy for $700. Honestly, a ripoff. I should have just got into building, but I was being scared. But after slowly diving into the rabbit hole of graphics cards and how they record footage, I just slowly started getting into it. I have built like 3 or 4 computers so far. The one I'm recording and editing off of is the one that you're seeing. That you're seeing me now on. That's me. That's my PC. I've had many types of different setups and layouts and shit because I've done moved all around my city and shit like that. So, just displaying different types of fucking setups that I've had moving in different places and spaces and shit. But I'm just gonna be showing y'all my PC journey. My first modded PC, which is the Office PC, then modding, or actually I didn't mod it, I built it from the box up, like the PC case, and then just put all the innards in it. But I've had different types of monitors, different setups and shit like that. So yeah, shit, welcome to the journey, I guess. We're gonna get into it in a bit. Let's get it. So it came out choppy because I used the capture card, and capture cards are usually good for, putting PS5 footage on the PC. But from one PC to another, from my fucking personal experience, this shit came out so goddamn choppy. I was running the game on this PC and recording on this PC with a fucking capture card, and this is how it came out. Versus max graph settings, I put it on like 2K or whatever, 60 FPS on a PS2 emulator. This is a PS2 game, mind you, but shit, get the fuck off me. This is recorded in OBS. I thought I crashed. Type shit. So that's an emulator. So that was the emulator on the same PC, using OBS on the same PC I'm playing the game as, not 2 separate PCs. So this is Sekiro on max graphics, recorded in OBS. Right? So some of that footage I captured same PC. Then I tried to use the capture card, and this is how shitty it came out. Now my advice is use the fucking game bar, or just disable the game bar and optimize OBS for this type of shit. So depending on your fucking PC specs, you have to go in here in the settings in OBS and tweak some of this shit so the footage can actually turn out right. So I had to set the recording format at MP4. This is the only encoder that gives me a 2K resolution. All the other encoders do not fucking work and will not record. And for audio, I used FFmpeg and rescaled it to 2K. And I put the bitrate at 10K on CBR rate control. This took me a while to fucking figure out just on recording. That's not even fucking streaming. So now I can get decent footage, but I haven't tested the capture card out again because I tweaked it. So I'm going to attempt to put an HDMI in my gaming PC and then capture the footage on this PC and then see how the video comes out. If it comes out choppy, there's literally no point in using the capture card. So So I put the video encoder on this PC at least for X264 for it to record, and it records no problem, doesn't give me no issues. It's the best encoder for me to use, at least on this one. So I ran this test a day or two ago and it was ass. So I'm gonna rerun the test since I figured some shit out and see if this PC can get some decent footage from this PC. If not, then I'm better off just recording on this PC and then moving the files to this one. Then I'm gonna run the PS5 and see how it records footage on this PC. Then I'll run it on this PC. I doubt this one's gonna give me any fucking issues, but I just want to see how this is gonna go. So I'm just gonna plug this shit in. Plug it in, and it makes my monitor less wide. That's because it creates a third monitor. It recognizes the capture device as a third monitor. So I'm gonna go here and then display capture like that. And then the reason why it shows exactly what's on here is because I had to duplicate these monitors. So that's some advice if you're gonna use a fucking capture card. Then we're gonna go fucking test this shit out and run the game. So we'll open that shit up. So this is the test on both footages. Test run number 1. Test run number 1. Here. Running up with this fucking bitch. Running up with this fucking bitch. Alright, he doesn't see me. This nigga might see me. Let's get it. Fuck you. Ah! That'll begin. Ah! That'll begin, bitch ass. He on my ass for that. Psych. So I got it to show up on this PC. For some reason, when I plug in the capture card directly into the 3.0, it doesn't even turn on or show shit. So I guess I'm just shit out of luck when it comes to recording PS5 footage, at least on this for now. See if I can figure that shit out. But we're gonna test if it's choppy. So I started the recording and we're just gonna run some gameplay real quick. So I changed the color space to REC 709 with NV12 8-bit and 2 planes. And for some reason, after changing that shit and then going to properties, changing the color space again with limited, okay. So before, my settings weren't like that. I ran tests on PS5. Ass. But after changing the settings, I did another recording. And got it to run smooth. So now that I figured out how to run this shit smooth, that doesn't mean that it's over yet, because this game isn't really graphically demanding. It's a pixel game. So as you can see, it's really not wearing out nobody's GPU, not the PS5 and not the Asus. The gaming PC doesn't work with the capture card, so we'll just never know until I troubleshoot that shit. But I'm gonna run another test, PC to PC. Then I'm gonna run another fucking test on a higher graphically demanding game, which is gonna be Sekiro, because that's the default game I've been on right now. But I'm too mentally exhausted to run those tests. I'm tired. So, and also I've been learning how to program on 2 different PCs at once, so I'm kind of burnt out. So in conclusion, I'm gonna roll a blunt and call it quits for today. So I got this spare RTX 970 and I'm gonna put it into my PC. And I'm gonna put some fucking RAM into this shit before I run those tests I was talking about. So yeah, we're gonna hit this shit. So it had no graphics card, and I'm putting this graphics card from like 2014 into 970 RTX, I think. But it's definitely better than fucking UHD 730 Intel, because that shit is hot booty ass. So I put new RAM. It only had 4 gigs, now it has 8 gigs. So I upgraded the RAM, put a graphics card, and then now I'm gonna plug it back up, and then we're gonna see how OBS does. So mind you, this is my first time doing a mod by myself. So lo and behold, I find out I need 2 6-pin connectors. This is a pre-built that I bought for like $700, which is clearly a rip-off because it came with no graphics card. And I mean, the core processor is straight, but it came with no graphics card. This is an old graphics card. This came out 2014, and this shit's on the integrated graphics that came out in this PC. The fucking power supply unit only has 300 watts, and it doesn't have the PCI cables to connect to the graphics card. So this PC is technically a ripoff. I wouldn't buy pre-builds. I would just go find somebody that can build you a PC, or I would just get into the shit yourself and then just dive in and build your own fucking PC. Because as you can see, I'm going through trial and errors and shit. So I bought a 500 watt PSU, right? I swapped it out from the 300 one to the 500 one. And mind you, this is originally an office computer that I bought at Best Buy. So it's not even meant to run games and shit. So this is what it's looking like so far. Running Windows 11. After putting a GTX 970, which is one 2014, I was able to get it to run pretty fucking sexy, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, look at this footage, bro. You can never go wrong with modding a goddamn PC. Look at this. This is Burnout, bro. I love Burnout. Can't go wrong with a PS2 game. But yeah, man, this is just with a GTX 970. So this is my gaming PC. It runs everything fine, just on the third. And this was my recording PC that I bought pre-built, and it was stock. It didn't have much RAM, it didn't have a decent PSU or none of that shit. It ran like ass, and the integrated graphics are shit. So now I'm going to show you a side-by-side comparison. The gaming PC that runs everything, max graphics, 60 FPS, versus my sleeper PC. I'm gonna call it sleeper because I modded it now. So just watch this shit. So the gaming build is a computer that I had bought that was already pre-built to, you know, run games and shit. The video edit build is the office PC that I'm currently modding. Just to know, so you guys know the side-by-side comparison of what I'm doing here. So I took out the GTX 970 and got a 1660S, I believe, Super. Bought some new RAM, and then some, what is that, CPU plaster, that heating plaster and shit. Yeah, I just kept upgrading and shit. So I got double the RAM. I got a 1660 Super, took out the GTX 970, and then I plan to got some better fans. So I put a 1660S in this shit now, and 16 gigs of RAM, and I ordered new fans and a new CPU cooler. So I'm gonna install that when that shit get in, and then compared to my PC now, the gaming one, this is the RX 580. I basically got the same CPU cooler for that one as that one, and two fans, because this one has two vents. So I'm finna put the same exact CPU cooler, that's what it looks like, in that one, and then a smaller fan, and replace this fan, and then put a fan here, and it'll blow the air out through here. So this is what the final product looks like. Unfortunately, these fans were supposed to light up, but they don't light up. But I'm fine with them not lighting up. The reason why they don't light up is because my motherboard does not have an ARGB header, so they don't light up. But I replaced the stock CPU cooler, which fucking sucked. Doubled the RAM. I did as much cables management as possible. This thing had no graphics card, so it has a 1660 Super in it. As a 500-watt PSU, used to have a shitty ass 301. As an SSD and an HDD now. And then this fan blows cool air into the PC, and this fan blows cool air out. This was a bitch to install. And yeah, so now it can compete with an Omen, and I will show you what this PC looks like stock on the inside. So the reason why I cut out a window is so the fans were supposed to light up, and you know it's supposed to have a little light show coming out through the window, kind of like the GPU. So I have a controller, but I need an adapter to get the colors to work because I don't have the fucking header. So I mean, yeah, but it's done though. It looks good, honestly. But if it lit up, that shit would be so fire. Like, y'all would see the true potential how this shit really do. But it runs better than my gaming PC. Essentially, it's supposed to look like that. That's how it's supposed to look. This is the gaming PC. This is the PC I've been modding. But now that I modded it, it runs way better than the gaming PC. Actually shits on it. It has a better processor, graphics card, everything. Alright, y'all. This is the final build. She's finished. I got the part to get the fans to light up. I installed the controller and bought some mounting bases with adhesive on the back, and I had some zip ties so I could do better cable management because I didn't want my shit looking like a rat nest. So as you can see, I did some cable management. I have all the fans connected to the controller. There's the controller right here. And so yeah, I'm gonna show you how she runs. But yeah, new cooling system, the the PSU has the fucking fan. This is the cooling system, blows cooler in. This blows all the hot air out right there. It all lights up now. Everything's installed. So yeah, got the cable management going and shit. So yeah, let's run through it. So once again, I'm gonna show y'all how it looks stock and how I got it versus what everything I did to it, all the mods, the controller, the fucking PSU cooler, the cooling system with the fans, the mounts, the electrical cable management, all that shit, bro. I put so much blood, sweat, and tears into this shit. So I'm gonna do another comparison photo because it's finished. So yeah, here's the sleeper build from regular ass office PC to getting high-end gaming PC. And I added a stat panel with my old iPhone SE 2020 so I can control the lighting of the fans with this iPhone as a stat panel. So you see how it's fast. I can turn it down slow. Just with the stat panel right here. Turn it back up. Boom. Or we could change the lighting and do a color wave. Kind of like that. But yeah, got everything to work, no problem. So yeah, she is finished. Everything looks perfect. No issues. Got the taskbar again, but yeah, she's done. Left a nigga bleeding like a fucking bug bite. Triple A grand fortune, grab that pyrite. Triple Beyblade, spin, kick karate, I'm choppy. Hey, why they fucking with me now, bro? They be on me astonished and I understand it. I was patient, got that back. So now that I've been running tests, I want to show y'all the difference between the PC I just got done modding and building up for the last 2-3 weeks. This is 2K resolution. And then this is native resolution on the PS2. So this is a PS2 game running on a PS2 emulator. If you don't know what an emulator is, it is an engine that acts as the console itself and can run your PS2 games, PS3 games, DS, whatever, on the PC itself. So it's completely free, whatever. It's kind of illegal, but whatever. Nobody really cares. It's for game preservation. So this is the difference. It looks like almost two different cars. This is 2K resolution running on the PC I just got done building. And here's native PS2 resolution. So this PC is running it on native PS2 resolution. And this PC, the one I just been building for the last 2 weeks, is running it on 2K resolution on 16:9 aspect ratio. So pretty much what ended up happening is this is my gaming PC and I've been using it to game. But because I've been working on this shit and put my blood, sweat, and tears in it, it's actually like 4 or 5 times more powerful than the one I've been originally gaming on. So now I'm making the switch because, I mean, as you can clearly see, you know, I got my worst worth out of this shit. So I'm gonna show y'all how I upscale. So this is PS2 scaling. Go graphics, and then we're gonna go internal resolution. We'll go to 4K. Put the filtering at 16x, and then change aspect ratio to 16:9, and then you'll see the difference. So now this is upscaled. And even now that it's upscaled, my custom build still looks better. This still looks better. So this is my original gaming PC, and the motherboard is from like 2011. I'm gonna clean these fans, take out the power supply unit, take this power supply unit, put it here. Then I'm gonna give this one the new motherboard and this power supply unit. Then put this graphics card here, take this graphics card and swap it out with this one and give it a new processor and a new motherboard. And then I'll give it a new fan too. So I'm just swapping PSUs, put the more powerful one in this one, take this one and replace it with the 400 watt.
I just hear that name.
little bitch. So this motherboard is from like 2011, 2012. So it's, 10 years old, 10 plus years old at this point, and it's been running all my games, no problem. So it's, it's about time for an upgrade. So I got this B560M from like 2001-22 with a 10th gen processor. So it's gonna run 10 times faster considering the parts are fucking 10 years old. I took out the 1660S from this PC and I'm going to be pairing it with this motherboard, this CPU. I pulled out the 400 watt PSU and I will be putting the 500 watt. So this computer will basically be totally refreshing, bro. Like this shit gonna be fresh out the shower type shit. This shit not old no more. And I got her to post. Brand new motherboard, new RAM, new graphics card, new power supply, basically a brand new computer. So this is the final product. New RAM, new motherboard, new graphics card, new power supply, and just kept the fan. So basically I swapped out all the parts except for the cooler and the fan. So it's a whole new computer, same box. This debug LED was flashing red and yellow, meaning there was a problem with the CPU or the RAM. So what I did was I looked up on the internet what could be the problem. They told me to take out one slot and make sure it was fitted in the right. And I finally got my baby to post. This is my second computer build. This is my first. But yeah, this is my very first computer build from the ground up, brand new parts, everything, just swapped out everything except for the fans. So yeah, made history. This is my first ground up build. Alright, let me show y'all the come up. We got a hard drive, PlayStation 1 controller, all these Xbox One controllers right here. Came up on a PS4 controller, gaming mouse, 256 gigs of fucking flash storage, iPhone charger never touched or barely touched, some CPUs, some USB-C adapters, iPhone adapter, fuck tons of RAM, a 2 terabyte fucking hard drive, come on now, goddamn gaming mouse, PCIe connectors, nigga, come on bro, all this RAM, I got an aerosol can to clean the fucking computer, and I got a GPU mount, nigga, come on. It's honestly crazy what I would find at work. I used to work hazardous waste operations and they would drop off a lot of e-waste, a lot of richer areas, and a lot of their children at college didn't want that shit no more or something, I don't know. But I came up on a lot of good technology just disposing of the e-waste. Now right here, I bent the pins on the motherboard, which is a computer building sin, and I found that out through trial and error. A lot of trial errors, knowing that 2 separate GPUs are compatible. Working on computers on carpet is a big no-no. All types of shit. I fucked up. I have tons of trials and errors going through this shit. But eventually, I'm gonna get to the PC that I start building, that I'm currently recording and editing this whole video off of, which has been my daily driver for damn near 2 years. And I fucking love this build. But yeah, y'all gonna see in a bit. So I'm gonna plug her up. she'll post. I mean, she turned on. And I got this new PC case. Not necessarily new, but new to me. Show y'all what it looks like inside. This is the side panel for cable management and shit. You know, you can put some hard drives in this bitch. Gotta dust it off, of course. But, you know, it came with a nice fan. I gotta clean that bitch. But yeah, just put some TLC into this shit and it should be straight. And it came with a disk drive, so that's cool. So yeah, this is gonna be a new build. So I really fuck with this case, bro. Not the best box in the world, but I fuck with it. I started to build with it. Same size as this case, actually. I finished this build not that long ago. I just need to get it to post. For some reason, it doesn't want to. I really like this one. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. It came with some RGB fans and shit. And I'm gonna put this brand new motherboard I got in there. This case is a little bit older, but it's bigger, so I'm not sure what I want to do with it, but I'm gonna start building this one, and then I'm gonna finish this one. It just needs power supply and some storage and a graphics card. Might put a 2060 in that shit, and then I'm gonna put a 3060 Ti in that bitch, and probably the 1660 in that one. So I just finished this build. I doubled up on the graphics cards this time and put a GTX 970 paired with the 1660, 24 gigs of RAM, stock cooler, all black, so it's nice and stealthy or whatever. Kind of goes with the case. These red fans, they glow red, so it matches the theme of the case or whatever like that. A terabyte of SSD and 2.5 terabytes of HDD, so you know it has plenty of fucking storage to do whatever. 2 graphics cards in it and a 650 watt power supply. So hopefully the power supply is, you know, enough to power everything that's on this shit, and I'm gonna see if I can get it to post and we'll go from there. So like I said earlier in the video, how I was gonna replace the stock cooler later. Well, I ended up finding these on offer 2 for $50, so it's a hella deal. And these are some high quality CPU coolers along with some RGB RAM. So I guess sooner than later we're about to take out the stock cooler and put this shit in. So this is the current PC that I'm using to even make this video. I have made tons of revisions on this computer. I swapped out motherboards, RAM, I tried different things, and I finally came to a conclusion of something I like. I thought I could put 7 terabytes of hard drive space, but this computer was just so goddamn powerful. A 650 wouldn't work, a 500 wouldn't work, a 750 wouldn't work. I had to go and get an 850 watt. And even I got 1,000, there's a couple of faulty PSUs. I had to go return them. I was hunting on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, man. I went through hell to build this motherfucking computer, man. I done swapped out GPUs. Like I said before, I made tons of mistakes putting 2 different GPUs on the same motherboard, knowing it's not gonna really enhance the graphics in any way sort of fashion. It's just for aesthetics to make the fucking computer look fucking sick, in which it does. So I really don't give a fuck. To this day, I have a 1080 and a 370S in my computer right now as we speak. It doesn't really do shit. If one GPU gets sick and shits itself, I just plug it into the other one, I guess. Like, I don't know, man. Y'all can do what y'all want with that, but I did the research. I knew that it wasn't really gonna work. I just did it for aesthetics. Sasuke is my favorite character, you feel me? This is what it's starting to look like. This is still a prototype of what I'm working with, like, but this shit looks so fucking sick, my nigga. Like, so this PC is the PC that I ended up building from the ground up, just like the one I'm using now. I had to put the OS on it. I threw it up on OfferUp before I even finished it, and Somebody wanted it. I threw that bitch together and I sold it that same day I finished it. And that's what you're witnessing right now.
When you manifest in your destiny, then you get mad at the plan that you put out there. That's crazy.
Picked up a RTX 2070 Super. I'm gonna take out the 970. Put the 1660 where the 970 is, and then put the 2070 where the 1660 Super is. Then I got a Wi-Fi card that's PCIe, so I'll put this shit in there so you're gonna have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth without an adapter or nothing like that type shit. I got 2 terabytes and a 4 terabyte HDD or HDD, whatever, and I'm gonna slide that shit in there, and then it'll have 7 terabytes or 7,000 gigs of storage to work with type shit. So this is what it looks like. PCIe, you can put it in there, in this slot. And then we're gonna attach the antennas, which are right here. So the 4070 was way too big to slide into the first slot, or else the Wi-Fi PCIe wasn't gonna fit. So I put it at the bottom. Even though it's not gonna be prioritized, I can always see what's good with that. But yeah, made the swap, I guess. So what ended up happening is I sold that 2070 and I got a 3060. No. I got a 3070. And I also got a Zotac 1080. And I benchmarked that shit, and I guess that's like, you know, top tier, even though, like I said. So I thought I was done, but my fucking 850 watt PSU came in, and the PSU on this is 650. And because all these parts are very beefy with high power consumption, it's safer to just take out the 650 and put in the 850. As I said before, mistakes will be made. And I really did it for aesthetics. But as you can see, there's the Zotac 1080 and there's the 2070. And right here is where I had to put the 850 watt PSU mod. I had the 3070 and the 2070, which is just like a sin for how much power this thing is actually eating up right now. That shit is insane, my guy. I took out the CPU and I put an i9 9900K or F some shit. Got a new motherboard and took it out, put it in. You know, I've done so many mods to this computer, but like I said, this is the computer I'm using right now. I'm so proud of it. So yeah, man, appreciate y'all fucking with me in my computer journey, and hopefully in the future I'll, you know, create another baby, have, you know, buy some more parts, get some more money, get a better rig, you feel me? Keep going with that shit. Make a crazier light show if you want, you know. You can make a sleeper all black, make it however you want, you know. I made mine based off of my favorite character, which is Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto. If you ain't watch anime, you missing out. But yeah, this is Tarnish My Grace. So thank you for fucking with me. for watching this video. If this helped in any way, form, or fashion, or give you some encouragement to actually start a PC build, man, like, subscribe and shit. All my tags are pretty much the same. Tarnished by Grace 28 on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. All right, man. Thank you for fucking with me. Peace.